Good morning and welcome to our first edition for 2026 Policing with You. I am your host, Inspector Shauna Francis Edwards, and with me I have Superintendent David. But before we get into our business, I would like to take this opportunity to wish everyone who is listening to the sound of my voice a blessed and prosperous 2026. Yes, today is the 15th day, but today is the first that you're hearing us. So we want to bring those warm greetings to you this morning. This morning, we will recap on the Sugar Mass 54 activities and go through how we police those events, maybe one by one, those main events. And then we will later, in the second half, introduce the no smoking in public places. I know that this will stir a lot of calls, it will stir conversation, it will provoke people, but we are here to take your calls and we will answer as truthfully and with the law on our side and the best to our ability, making sure that you understand or you get the message of what we have to bring to you today. So, Mr. David.
Hi, good morning to everyone. JQ, Inspector Edwards, our friend here, the technical person.
Yes.
Our friends out there in Radio Land and various social media platforms. A pleasant good morning to you. Happy New Year. I know many of you might still be in the festive mood.
Yes.
And some of you want to relax, enjoy more of the Christmas and the Carnival. However, we have to go on with time to ensure that we get back to our normal lives. So it was a pleasure policing you in 2025, and we're looking forward to policing you in 2026. And yes, persons out there in various social media platforms to continue to give you information pertaining to law enforcement here in St. Kitts and Nevis as we endeavor to keep our federation much safer year by year.
Yes, thank you, Superintendent David. Now let us go back into recapping our Sugar Mass 54 activities. We know that it was a lot of work for the police, not just for the calendar of events, but all those side events and spin-offs from the carnival activities. Let's start with those major shows, like the Soca Monarch and
yes,
all those.
Well, what I can say is that all these shows, down to Miss Caribbean Talented Teen,
Yes.
we have our local pageant, we have our senior and junior Calypso Monarch,
Yes.
semis and finals, and all the other fringe events. They were policed. We didn't have much coming out of them, but wherever large crowds of people gather, you may have a little argument here and there, but we didn't have any major incident coming out of them. One, I know that I think it was on last lap though. We had an unfortunate situation. That matter is being pursued by investigators, and we are still soliciting information from members of the public who saw, who heard, who whatever you might have perceived. Just pass it on to any police, call the police station, or seek out the investigator. Pass that information on so that we can bring this matter to a conclusion. And at the same time, too, we see where the jammings were concerned. Juve and Grand Parade and the last lap. Majority of the persons, they went to enjoy themselves. I myself, I work on Juve. Some persons breached, wherein they had bottles in the hand, they were taken away. And smoking, but we'll mention that later, but smoking in the ban. So we want persons on going forward. We will be ticketing you, but we want you to enjoy yourself. So some of you will get a warning and put it away, or whatever you want to do with it, but discard of it, and encourage the bar owners to follow the protocol that is required. Don't sell drinks in our glass bottles. Provide the plastic cup or the paper cup, whichever one is there, and for them to drink their beverage. And at the same time, too, I didn't see last year we had much where the bands will say, okay, we have a child here, police have to
Nobody got
call
lost.
and say that. So I believe
Yes,
the parents
nobody got
had a
lost.
tighter grip on that, or the children just decide they're going to thing. One of the other thing as well is that it's almost every year I'm seeing it, a lot of people in clown suits. And
I know.
for some reason, it appears a lot of them may not be in a clown troupe, but they're wearing it as a fashion, I guess. And sometimes, there's where you may have a little problem because you are basically indicating that you might be a part of the carnival event, but you are not. And then when something happened, that troupe or so forth probably could get a bad name. So we're saying to you, once you're going to dress like you're in a troupe, actually be in a troupe so that persons, groups will not be given a bad name.
And for identification purposes
Yes.
as well.
In terms of traffic accidents, drinking and driving, don't think we had much of that, but if we had accidents, but no reason to look at drinking and driving, but just more careless, reckless driving of persons. Persons who want to overtake around a corner, they will see a line of vehicle, they walk out, hey, yo, I have a very fast car, so I'm going to overtake them in 5 seconds. But 5 seconds and don't know when they're going to get it happen. And
Yes,
it
but
doesn't happen.
The road has two ways. So if you're going to overtake, there's oncoming traffic.
Exactly.
We have so many vehicles in St. Kitts. The car boat should be docking here soon, and it's full.
Yes.
So you're
yes,
talking about at least another 200 vehicles coming into the Federation.
Yes.
Put on what we have already.
Yes, indeed.
I mean, soon everybody will have a car. You may have to walk to work for miles because driving would not make sense.
Hey, you might even hear a man say that car there is for my little son. When he reached this age, he get a car. So he buy the car before the child can drive GQ. Even before the child can walk, a car is there. That will show you where we might be heading.
Yes.
And one of the things I also would like to say to our listening audience is that though many people out there were having fun, with the police, we had to make sure everything went safe. So a lot of us didn't have the fun that many people had to be in the troops and whatever. We had to work,
And
make
go
sure
to the
things were
shows.
safe. So that's another thing. But I take this opportunity to commend and applaud all the hard-working officers during the period of our festive season. So I have to applaud myself as well. I applaud you, Inspect.
Yes, it must be noted because we were
Yes.
there all the time.
Indeed, indeed. So all the men and women, and we had gazetted officers, commissioners, even out on the streets during the street events.
Yes.
And
Juve
ensuring that-
morning
yes,
especially,
yes.
and the
So-
Grand Parade.
Yes. So we thank our team for being good team members during the season and ensuring that we had the safety that we had. Also, too, is that we had where the revelers, most of them, well, reveling will always be reveling. But the unusual type of reveling, it was minimized last year from my observation. Someone else might say something totally different, but from my observation, it look a bit clean. Yes, jamming mean jamming. I mean,
Yes, and you
man
must
and
have some
woman,
friction. You
yes.
must have some friction, but it was kept at a minimum.
yes, yes.
One officer would have pointed out to me that while he was going down West Quay Street, he saw something. He wasn't
Right.
sure what he saw, but then he actually went a bit closer and he saw persons pulling two other individuals who were fighting apart, take them far from where,
Yeah.
everything started. So one went east, one went west, and other family members asked him, "Boy, what you doing? You want to mash up with jam?"
Right.
That kind of thing.
So-
So, that was quite commendable on the part of those
Right.
those revelers.
So it goes back to Sir Robert Peel's principles. Community is the police,
And the
the
police.
police is the community. So we're there to ensure we police our community. Those who are sworn and are paid, and those who are not sworn and who are not being
Who are
paid.
not being paid.
But you're just civic minded.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, kudos to those persons. There was one small incident where we had the T-shirt mass.
Right.
Right. Just a little, maybe misunderstanding, if you could call it that,
Yes.
where some of the revelers proceeded to throw water,
Right.
wetting everybody, including the
Yes.
police, and that was not really accepted.
Right.
That was
So,
not acceptable.
so we're saying to persons, as I mentioned, we went to work. We came to work, so don't drop us in. I myself had paint and my uniform.
Uniform.
I got out the majority. But it is what it is. You go around these things, something happen. But to intentionally draw in the police in the jubilation, when we're there to work to make you protected, that's not good. So this year, God's will, let us work on that. One of the things I look at as well too is you find the type of music as well.
Yes.
You know, the type of music. So I know we have our commentators, GQ being one of them.
Yes.
We look at the lyrics that we had to go with the music.
The music.
You know, I think it was a bit cleaner. But though, you know, you're going to find the jamming and the dancing a bit different.
Yes.
You know, bend over here, just over there, you know, wind up here. That is just carnival.
That's carnival.
So I would not say that is unusual.
And that is the time for that type of behavior.
Right.
But we know that going forward, that's where that stops.
Right. So I commend the band as well because, you know, music is hypnotizing. And if they say, look, wait a stick on a man, you're going to hit a man with a stick for real because that's what the band man say. So the music, so kudos to you, the band members, who make sure that we had music that would not create a kind of an environment where people will do that. Mm-hmm. So we are appreciative of that from the policing standpoint. And
yes, we do.
I don't know if somewhere down the line other persons will comment on these things. But for me, from the policing standpoint, we look at where we had the all society approach, trying to ensure that the carnival was a safe one. And also, too, I know we had some caroling taking place and the church services and the religious aspects. So we cannot forget that part as well.
I know, because in the spirit of Christmas, we had it there in the circus.
Yes, and it was there for a number of days as well.
5 days.
Yes, so we also had that aspect. So therefore, we have to ensure that even though persons want to go out and participate in the revelry, there are persons who are going to make it solemn to put God in the mix, which is the most important thing.
Yes, it is.
You know, so we have to acknowledge that. So when I look at it, a lot of work with the police, but the citizens and visitors, I must then say the ships were in.
Yep.
I saw some persons tourists, it seemed like they were in the troop. You understand me? So, well, it means then say GQ, and Mr. Edwards and listening audience out there viewing as well, that persons may come on the ship just for that. So we don't know what will happen this year.
We don't know what will happen.
So I hope that a whole ship ain't come for that GQ. That's too much trouble. But if they come to participate in the carnival,
we appreciate it.
We appreciate that. So to you, the visitors who participated in our festive season, we also thank you for that. Yep. And if you want to come back this year again, come back and enjoy yourself. Not just the party, the street party, to call it street party, but enjoy the local cuisine, you know what I mean? Yes. And enjoy the people. We are very friendly people. And see how, as I know some other countries might look on and say, but how do that small country, maybe with a small police force, police those thousands of people on the street? Want familiarity with the behavior of our people and look for the unusual behaviors. And we have a keen sense of that, and members of the public see that, and then the band as well come in again. As soon as something happens, they say, yo, none of that inside here. And they will start the music, where are the officers? So we appreciate that.
Yes. I think that actually lend a helping hand in us policing it the way that we did as well.
Yes.
All right, we'll take a break here, and in the other half, we expect you to call, sharing in our conversation and make our policing with you, the first one for 2026, a great one.
Indeed. 465-1977 is the number to call when we return. And Inspector Edwards, take note. Someone is asking if you'll have any victory jam. I'll let you answer that after this.
Get ready, St. Kitts. Green Valley Super Gas Station is giving you the chance to drive away in style. That's right, a 2006 Mini Cooper could be yours. And every ticket supports a luncheon for the seniors in Green Valley and beyond. The big raffle starts now and ends on Valentine's Day. Grab your raffle tickets today at Fritz & Sons, Green Valley Super Gas Station, Swing Restaurant, Ben Jackson Sandy Point, Cooper's in Deer Bay, Salties in Otley's Village, and Green Valley Pub. Tickets are only $20, so don't wait. Up, take a chance and maybe fall in love with a brand new ride this Valentine's from Green Valley Super Gas Station, where winning starts.
Now loans, cash at the speed of light, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of light, right now, right now. If you need cash in a flash with now, no need to fuss, leave it to us. When you need cash in a flash, no need to fuss, leave it to us. Hear me now. Now loans, cash at the speed of light, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of light, right now, right now. Approved in a day, yeah, yeah. Some money on the way, yeah, yeah. Approved in a day, oh, yeah, you know it's coming.
When life throws surprises your way, Now's here to help. Whether it's for an urgent bill payment, home improvements, or unexpected health expenses, or even that last-minute holiday trip. With Now, you get cash in a flash, approved in just 24 hours.
Approved in a day, yeah, yeah. Some money on the way, yeah, yeah. Approved in a day, oh, yeah, you know it's coming. Now loans, cash at the speed of light, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of light, right now, right now.
A loan product powered by National Bank.
Good morning and welcome back to Policing with You. I am your host, Inspector Shauna Francis Edwards, and I have Superintendent Lyndon David, Divisional A Commander, here in the studio with me. Before we went on our break, we spoke about the recap of the Sugar Mass 54 activities and the way that the police was able to keep everybody safe and keep violence and friction and issues to a minimum. Just before break, there was a caller who would have asked if there is going to be a victory jam. Yes, there will be, but that will be decided by the commissioner responsible for operations. The time and date, I believe that the band in question will announce those to their fans and revelers as the time draws close.
Another question coming in from the social media and the person is asking, are there any updates on the stabbing incidents that took place?
It's a matter that's under inquiry, and we would have got some cooperation from some persons, but that's the most we can say at this point.
And now, if persons have any information, freely pass it on to the police so that we can bring a conclusion to this matter. And just to say, just want to thank everybody regarding the Sugar Mass, from Carnival Committee come right down, even the marshals. I see some people holding ropes.
Yes.
Private security, you know what I mean? And everybody who participated to ensure that the event was safe, because I make my observations, and I think everybody tried their best. I see some persons who, I think from the media, speaking to various persons doing their thing.
Yes.
Right? And even they too would have given a good explanation or description.
Before you continue, forgive me for interrupting. We have a call coming in. Can I ask you all to put on your headphones, please, so we can take this call?
Okay.
Good morning, you're live.
Yeah, good morning, GQ.
Yes.
And good morning to the police them.
Morning, John.
I got 3 questions to ask. The first one, I was very disappointed during the New Year's and Old Year's. Police making arrests. We know that. But police must always respect themselves in the public. A strapped boy work with Travis in the strike force. Some visitors around, they got the culprit them right in the gap there by the post office. to go through by Miss Modi. That area, I try to talk to the post office management to correct it with a good camera as well. And the behavior of this young officer, I had to reach out and tell him, man, respect yourself. This organization going on before you. And it seems to me like he's an immigrant. And we're going to tolerate that from them, Inspector. We're not going to tolerate them kind of behavior from them. When you're using these kind of words in the public, with a lot of people listening you, what you expect, they're going to level them back at you. We don't want that here. That never used to happen here, and it can't happen here. It shouldn't be happening. I call in on Travis, my good friend. Please to correct these kind of things. When I got the people them done it, there's like a bad word like, nah, you can't correct in me telling me don't bust bad word, and you busting bad word in the a lot of people get upset. We ain't endorsing them things. Let me do the policing, right? And let everybody feel comfortable with what's going on.
That's what I call
The
it.
other thing I want to let that sergeant know is that the smoking thing that I'm presenting and work here this new year, smokers got to respect themselves and respect the country. You see what's going on right around us here right now? Then even if we don't get a tourist, a thriving tourist destination once this Mumu boy Trump behaving so. Let me pick up where we got to pick up and watch to see what's going on in the world. The other thing, we need more policing over Pozante. Roads need numbers. You cannot take on people and send them up the traffic. The traffic people who up there feel like they're bigger than anybody else must come out and do the work because the offense is them on the road. Jukio, Happy New Year, and the police them. I gone.
All right, Jam Dong.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Jam
man.
Dong.
And all the best to you, Jam Dong. We have another call coming in.
Good morning, caller.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings.
Good morning, good morning.
Greetings to all. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, man. Yes, man. Morning to you as well.
Okay. Morning. All right. Let's step on the police. Police matter. We noticed prior to the carnival, you all gave out a thing, 0 tolerance to smoking.
Right.
We as well, even as Rastafari, we don't object to the sound about smoking outdoors, Although we know that nothing is wrong with the herb, we don't object to it because a lot of people who use the herb shouldn't even be using it, But we know what alcohol, as Tony Weber has called it. We know what alcohol does to people. And I can assure you, when we get to the bottom of it, you see the stabbing incident, so unwanted. But you see that stabbing incident, I am sure that is not herb caused that. We are sure that is alcohol caused that. Alcohol. Yeah? And, the police need to be more flexible in dealing with these matters. And the youth them, in their own way, they protest, because they come out and smoking more than ever before. We saw that because we make sure we go to observe, we went to observe. And they defied that. They did that. And we have to have a communication that is more flexible, as we said before, so that we deal with the youths them in ways where we say, okay, you see the herb, blah blah. We reason with the youths them. We don't just talk down to them and say, And as I say, balance the thing. If you're going to put a 0 tolerance on smoking, which we know is the herb targeting, not even cigarette, you all don't target that. Because it is all part and parcel of the system, because you pick up tax on that. Do it in a way where it become accepted You know, it become acceptable and people have manners towards that. See, my brethren just talking about the smoking down Port Zante. As I said before, we don't, you know, we're not saying where people right to smoke outdoors. It's our sacrament, you know. The herb is our sacrament, and we see it abused left, wrong, and center. And we ain't happy about it. Because first and foremost, it's our sacrament. Father Jack Nyson, a former priest at the Roman Catholic Church, always said to me, I don't understand how the system cannot overstand and that this is just like how the church, our church have a bread and wine sacrament. This is your sacrament, and accept it that way. We see of late there's some changes, and we give thanks, and that is why we can defend the herb like this, because it is not a dangerous drug. It needs to be taken out of the dangerous drug basket, because that's the problem. When you all keep telling the youth them this is the dangerous drug, and you have it in the basket with cocaine, tablets, heroin, this, that, and that, they're going to feel like they could use everything in that basket. The system need to take herb out of that dangerous drug basket. It is dangerous keeping it in there. You all are leading the youth astray. Anyhow, give thanks to the program and give thanks to information shared, and we wish that you all, you know, go to the table and, you know, come different. Yeah? When it comes to this herb matter. Blessed love.
Thank you, caller.
Thank you,
Appreciate
caller.
that.
Before you all jump in, we have another call.
Okay.
Good morning, caller. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm having a serious problem for a period of time now, and I cannot get it solved. I don't understand why. For example, you put some boulders or some box in the road for parking space, you drive for that vehicle and get a ticket. But an individual come up, as much as the Dutch road, because that road was used for the tractors when they were transporting cane to the factory. It was a 2-lane road. And now today, the road is less than a two-vehicle lane road. And I cannot get the authorities to get this man to move his fencing out of the road. And moreover, crossing my fence, crossing the gate area. I don't understand why it's so difficult. If I now go to intervene and get back to push down the fence and all of that, I don't want to lock me up. That kind of altercation will take place, and I supposed to be preventing it, and you all are not.
Caller.
I believe you are speaking of Mr. David.
No, I am not.
You're speaking about land and so forth. The relevant.
And I'm referring to the road. The road we're referring to, not personal individual land. I'm referring to the road the vehicle is supposed to be able to travel on. That is what I'm speaking to.
Okay, well,
Caller, I don't know what you're talking about.
Not you, Mr. Edwards. Not you, Mr. Edwards. The gentleman who answered just now.
Okay. The issue you're speaking about land and
no, the road. I tell you, the road. The road which the vehicles run on.
And fencing.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, the relevant authorities in terms of where a person fence can be, you best to speak with them and find out if what is going on there for the police.
No, the land would be what I'm speaking to, right? That road was already cut. The fencing was already apart. East fence, west for the tractors and they could. But then why is it now that portion of the road and just about 4 or 5 years ago this thing happened? Me not understanding why. And if that been ongoing, I can't make a livelihood. This thing needs to be addressed. If this matter don't reach up to the commissioner, you know. I don't want to have an interview with the commissioner, you know.
Noted
Hello?
caller. Noted caller. We make note of that. And like I said, apart from the police, you could also speak to the relevant authority that deal with lands.
But they're too stiff-necked.
Well, we
Because I
cannot-
can tell you something, right? What actually happening now, my pipeline is being trampled and with vehicles and that's up there getting destroyed. And but the Minister of Agriculture can tell me, pipe already buried almost 2 feet, I must move it and put it on next person, private people land.
Well, like I said, you seems like you're speaking something that is
But
for a different authority. So once
This thing irritating me because it's like
once you're speaking with them and
what must I do?
they guide you, right? Once you're speaking with them and they guide you, take the guidance, and maybe you may have to get a legal representative who can
But then
go
to
through
get somebody
who can go
fence
through-
where ain't got no reason at all to be where it at.
who can go through whatever you
But the
deal with
authorities,
the
because if I put
ministry.
on box to hold a parking spot,
So,
I could get ticketed. Why did a fence
so I'm saying
could be remained?
you said you spoke to the Minister of Agriculture. We do not.
I talked to the Commissioner of Police though.
Yes. So in terms of that, it seems like it's something wherein you
No,
have
with
to,
the Minister of Agriculture, he's taking it personal.
right. So
Personal political victimization. That is what it is.
well, we don't know about that. But what I will say to
telling
you,
you.
what I will say to you though, speak to the relevant authority where the land and the fencing concern and
How
see
much
how
more
much
times?
they can assist
Because
you with
I
that.
want to believe you are aware of it, because me and you would have spoke about it already. This is Cash right we speaking, and you should know my voice.
So what we will do it, like I said, we make our notes, and then we will, like I said, encourage you to
How
speak
much
to
more
the
notes there to be made?
to the relevant authority
Tell them how
because
much longer must they continue living in poverty?
we will have to continue with the program. So that
Then
other
the police
persons
I'm
can
going to
call
tell me I
in.
got to live with it.
So that other
I got
persons
to
can
live
call
with
in.
it. 199. That is number 199. And the next one, number 364.
Okay.
And a car full away from up St. Peter's, a female.
Okay, we will speak with them and find out what
I want to go,
what
and
was
then they're talking
reported.
agriculture, and then they're talking rain exporting nothing. I don't invest so much thousands of dollars, drip lines, water pipe for 1 mile. This thing you can't continue. The authority is creating a problem. It's crime they're defending. According to Mighty Sparrow, when would someone become a good citizen? But then again, who committing the crime, they got the law to protect them at the same time. A million, billion ways to violate the law. Good morning, goodbye.
All right. Thank you, caller. We will look into that matter. We're about to look at the smoking. The smoking.
Yes, in public
Yes.
place.
Before we do, we have another call.
Good morning, caller.
Good morning,
Good morning, caller.
and a blessed 26 to greet you and the inspector.
Blessed love to you. Blessed love to you.
I was assisting some brethren of a bar in the carnival this year, last year there, right? And I observed something, and I think that I should bring it to the police attention. If there's going to be a place where we're going to host a carnival and booths and people going to invest their money on them things, I think a triage and a man police station should be placed in the square. Because you have anywhere from 4,000 to 5,000 people going to be traversing there. And on Jubei is maybe 10,000 or 15,000 people. And I think this square would be a perfect place that the police have a station there and emergency is placed there because it's a carnival and you have to have emergency. And I think that could have deterred what happened, the unfortunate situation with the youth losing their life. If a police station was in the square, at least that wouldn't happen there.
You know,
That-
caller, you know how close the police station is to the square?
No, we're not dealing with where the police station is, officer. We're dealing with on the spot, right on, and a presence. You see, where the police and the soldier have a heavy presence, you're not going to find misbehaving. It's when people see that they have an open and a chance where they could run and get away. And, I wasn't there, but they said that this young man was chased. I don't think they will be chasing them if a man police station was put in the square, also with a triage for emergency. These people we're dealing with, this is a carnival with thousands of people. People invested their money now. This crime happened, and then you guys stop the carnival and people lose their money. The economy is very rough right now, you know. And every mickle make a muckle. So you see, everybody have to sit down. This thing has to be meticulously planned. You can't just say, well, a station up there. Your presence must be there where the crowd is.
So you're saying that you're saying no police was in the square? Or was in the area?
You're the suggestion I'm making. I'm trying to make a solution to a problem we see could have been avoided. There's a carnival that's going on between Central, the Bay Road, East West Square Street, and round here. In the square, I think that a policeman station should be there, placed there for the carnival for the duration.
All right,
and a triage for emergency on the spot, not up the station where you call and it take you how long it take you to reach down there. So if you're on the spot, you're going to deter. You're going to stop it before it happens, like prevention more than cure. We don't want to have to call you at the station. We want your presence there so these little fools don't say not around here. You can't come misbehave around here. And much of people investment. The carnival is a product, an international product where people invest millions of dollars in. It's kind of like people not taking these things into consideration. And then we lose a life when the whole of the carnival was so good. But then, unfortunately, at the end of it, we lose a life. And people, business people lose a chance to probably make the most money that they could have made in the whole carnival because it was stopped premature when the road march ban that was would have drawn a massive crowd. It was stopped. And we understand, because a man lose his life, and but had a man station be put in the square, that would have deterred something like that from happening. Presence, that's what I'm talking about, on the spot. Not to react, but pre-act the thing.
Thank you, caller.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Just for the notice that we also had our mobile command unit in Basti, but not in that location. So we also foresee that we would have need a command unit in town. I think it was in Liverpool area.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But so we wouldn't be able to have all these mobile command units placed in other areas, but we could take cognizance of that and see if somewhere in the square area there, once we foresee that would be an area of interest for us to put the mobile unit there, and it can be serviced there as well.
We have 2 calls coming in.
Good morning, caller.
Yeah. Shano, this is John Nolan again. The caller is right, because that was the talk. I feel when it comes to carnival, it's so much people in town. The caller is right. You need mobile lane station with 2 and 3, 4 police, and the square should be one. It's too much of people in town. You are going to take these things into consideration. The high command will put you up there just to sit down under your conditions. Or you come out on the road and see what's happening. Thank you for that, Crucial. It can get to people. Every little make a muckle, man. I understand poor people, man. Have a good morning, GQ and IO.
Yeah, man.
These things needed.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Jam Dong. Big up yourself, Crucial. Another call is coming in. Let's wait a few. Okay, they're here now.
Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Shana.
Morning.
Yeah, the callers 2 callers ago, I agree with that caller because I was at South Independence and West Independence Square that evening. The collision ban was stopped. They drove along that West Independence Square, and when they reached the end, they started to strike up again. I saw 6 soldiers in uniform, camouflage, left down there to go to stop the ban again. And shortly after that, I heard screaming in the square. So apparently, if those soldiers had remained there, right, maybe this thing would not have happened. That's one. Number two, I have a concern about these Chinese mini-marts. I don't know what instruction they get around carnival time. But on the Bay Road, they were serving drinks in bottles while, revelers walking up and down. The parade there, the same thing. Also, I went to West Independence Square Street, Juve. The mini-mart, you're serving drinks in bottles. Parade there, the same thing. So after the evening, you look in the drain, all these empty bottles and things in the drain. So I don't know what instruction they had gotten about carnival time when it comes to parade there, Juve or whatever. So could somebody enlighten me on that, please? Thank you.
All right. I would just say, in terms of the glass bottles that persons had, you would have had different persons who were selling. I myself went by a bar, and the bar had persons there with glass bottles in their hand. So at the end of the day, glass bottles can come from anywhere, but we take the necessary actions, spoke to persons to let them know that that is not permitted. If they continue, well, they will have to close down and leave the area because they have breached the contract, especially those who were selling within the designated area that Carnival Committee grant them.
Yes.
Now, those who would operate supermarkets and so forth, yes, you go to a supermarket and buy a drink. That's a different thing in itself. Because they're not, some of them are not, well, the one down the bay, that might be on the road. But those are elsewhere, and then you have shops all over the place. But persons have to also be responsible, knowing that they go into the jam, the area of operations with these bottles. So at the end of the day, we take your comment and suggestion, and we will look at it and see how we can enhance it for this year. So thank you very much for that. And like I said, we will look at other things that came up out of that. And that's why we're here for, to look at a post-mortem from the public.
Yes.
And see how best we can make some adjustments. So I will slide right into the smoking. I just want to say something about the...
We are out of time. We really wanted to touch the no smoking in public places. Superintendent David is just going to give one sentence regarding that.
Yes.
Just so that we can have persons aware of the intentions of the law enforcement. And then we will come back on a subsequent day and we will give you more information.
So what I have in my hand here is the fixed penalty ticket.
Yes.
Right, where persons will get the ticket. Earlier, a caller spoke of marijuana. It's not just for marijuana, it's for any smoking.
Any smoking.
Vaping included.
Yes.
And then we have public spaces. So it's public spaces that did not get a license for a smoking area. So therefore, if you have a bar, some business place that you will have people come in to drink and so forth, and you have people in there smoking, once you did not get the license from the chief medical officer to say this area here is designated for smoking, you'll be penalized for that. So we are saying to persons that the penalty, be aware that you will be issued a ticket, and this is $500 for the issuance of the ticket, and if you get summons, it could go a little further. The ticket, as we say, is like a summons. The court will get a copy of that, and then also you go forward from there. If you don't pay it, you will give a particular time. You don't pay it, you can get about 5 days or so in prison. I don't think folks want to get like a short number of time, but I think that nobody want to go to prison for varying reasons unless you are immune to prison. Right. So we will come back and we'll go more in depth. So in terms of the length of time a person will be in prison if they didn't pay the penalty, we will get that locked down, but it's not much days. But we're saying to persons, avoid the ticket. If you want to smoke, stay in your home. I like to tell people, go up in the sky, go way up in the mountain, go all the way in the sea water, go smoke where you will not affect people. What I'm simply saying to you, stay out of public place where you know that you're going to commit an offense. Right. So we are saying to you, this year is the year we start, and soon we may GQ, somebody may call in one time and say, we get too much ticket. thing. But because the police will be interacting with people, this is a new thing. We know that we're going to have some pushback, but we are here to educate, but just to let the public know, this year, this month, we'll be start issuing tickets for smoking in public places.
Right. And thank you very much, Superintendent David, for the recap of the Sugar Mass 54 and the introduction of the smoking ticket. No smoking in public places. The ticket that can be issued to persons who are caught doing that. We're thankful to all the callers who would have called in. You actually did make our show the success that it is today, and we are grateful for the information that you would have provided, some of which we are aware of and some of which we will take back to our authorities so that we can better serve our public. Thank you again, and see you on the next episode of Policing with You.